Silent reset. Why trucking in 2026 is a different game. Actually, the hustle era of trucking is dead. If you are waiting for 2021 rates to come back, you are waiting for a train that is not coming. Right now, thousands of carriers are being eliminated, not loudly, but silently. For years, I sat behind the glass in brokerage firm and in tech offices. I saw the software. I heard the conversation you were not supposed to hear. I watched honest drivers lose their life savings because of information the broker was hiding from them. Today, I'm opening the playbook for you. This playbook has 4 parts. First, you will understand how trucking cycle works. Then, I will show you how a broker thinks about you when you book a load with them. Third, I will share the 4 market forces which will impact your business in 2026. Fourth, the 3-step blueprint to survive the 2026 silent reset. Lastly, if you stay till the end, I will share the top 5 mistakes which will kill the trucking businesses in 2026. So, turn off the distractions. We are going inside the trucking game. Part 1. The cycle. How we got here. To understand where your money is going in 2026, we have to look at the crime scene. We have to look at the first 5 years. Trucking is a cyclic business, just like any other business. It breathes in and it breathes out. But what we just went through, it was not normal breathing. It was a heart attack. Remember, in 2021, you could post a truck anywhere and get a $4 or $5 a mile. Brokers were begging you to take loads. Why? Because the word stopped, but the freight did not. This created a false sense of reality. Tens of thousands of people bought trucks who had no business owning a business. They looked at a black swan event and thought it is the new normal. Then the expected happened, the great purge. Freight volumes cooled down, but we still had too many trucks on the road. This is basic economics. High supply plus low demand is equal to rate collapse. We watched fuel prices spikes, we watched insurance premiums doubled, and we watched thousands of carriers quietly hand back their keys. The reality of 2026. So, where are we now? We are exiting the correction phase and entering early recovery. But listen to me closely. This is not a boom. 2026 is a reset. The market has stabilized, but the floor is higher. The cost to operate is higher. The barrier to entry is higher. The dumb money has left the building. If you are still waiting for rates to magically jump back to 2021 levels without you changing your strategy, you are waiting for a train that isn't coming. Part 2. Inside the broker's mind, the unfair advantage. I want to take you inside the brokerage floor for a minute. This is the part most owner operators or dispatchers never see. When I was working in brokerage, we categorized carriers into 2 buckets. Bucket 1, the partner carriers. Bucket 2, The transactional carrier. The transactional carriers, this is 90% of you. You call in on a posted load. You ask, what's the rate? We go back and forth. Maybe you book it. As soon as you hung up, I forget your name. If you have a breakdown, I don't care about your story. I care about my customer screaming at me. If you ask for detention pay, I'm going to fight with you on this because I don't know you. You are just an MC number on my screen. Partner carriers. These were the guys who made real money. These were the owner operators who understood leverage. They did not call asking, what's the rate? They called saying, I'm empty in Chicago. I see you have a freight moving to Atlanta. I have run this lane for you 3 times in this month with 0 issues. Give me that load at 2200 and I will have the paperwork in your inbox in 2 minutes once I'm done with this load. Do you see the difference? The transactional carrier is begging. The partner carrier is solving a problem. In 2026, broker margins are thinner than ever. We are scared of claims. We are scared of double brokerage scam. When I see a carrier with a fresh MC or a carrier who sounds disorganized on the phone, my internal risk score goes up. When the risk score goes up, the rate goes down. I want you to write this down. Uncertainty is expensive. If a broker is uncertain about you, they will pay you less to hedge their risk. If you want higher rates in 2026, you don't need to drive faster. You need to lower your risk profile. You need to sound like a business, not a gambler. Now, before going to the next part, let's see what we have discussed till now. The hustle era is dead. 2026 is a reset, not a rebound. Are you a transactional carrier or a partner carrier? Stop asking for rates. Start solving the problem. Uncertainty is expensive. Part 3. The 2026 Market Forces. Let's look at the 4 invisible walls closing in on you this year. Number 1. The insurance gatekeeper. This is the biggest killer of small fleets and owner operators. Insurance companies are using artificial intelligence and data to predict your accidents before it happens. If you are jumping from one insurance provider to another just to save $500, you are flagging yourself. In 2026, insurance isn't just a bill, it's your license to operate. One bad claim and you are uninsuranceable. And if you are uninsuranceable, your truck is just a lawn ornament. Number 2. The tech divide. Shippers are demanding real-time visibility. They want MicroPoint. They want Project 44 or any other tracking. If you are the guy who refuses to track or who does not answer the phone, you are cutting yourself off from the 50% of the premium freight. The high-paying loads in 2026 requires digital visibility. If you want to stay off the grid, you will stay broke. 3. The labor shift. We are seeing strict enforcement on immigration and CDL classifications. This is actually a good news for the legitimate owner operators. It means The pool of illegal capacity, the guys running under the table, driving rates down, is shrinking. Supply is tightening. This gives leverage back to American owner operators, but only if your paperwork is spotless. Fourth, spot market instability. The spot market in 2026 is going to be spiky. It won't be the consistently high. It will spike for 3 days in Midwest and then crash. It will spike in the Southeast, then crash. If you purely rely on load boats, you are chasing ghosts. By the time you see the high rate on DAT, the wave is already over. Let's move to the part 4, the survival blueprint, your strategy. So, how do you win? How do you take this information and turn into profit? I have a 3-step blueprint for you. Step 1, the triangular strategy. Stop running Tour of America trucking. It's romantic, but it is not profitable. You need not to do a standard round trip from point A to B and then back to A. The return leg often pays poorly, or you have to do the bobtailing. A triangular haul restructures this into 3 paying legs. Leg 1, load from point A to point B. Leg 2, load from point B to a new point C. The third leg, load from C back to original point A. And you have to do this on a consistent basis. Why? Because you will start learning which brokers are posting their rates. You will start making relationship with those brokers, and you will also minimize your deadhead. In short, you will become the king of this lane. When a broker knows you represent capacity on a specific lane, they will call you before posting the load. That is where hidden margin is. Step 2, the audit of your costs. When I worked at the fuel card company, I saw guys losing 15 cents a mile just on bad fuel purchasing habits and bad routing. You need to know your break-even point to the penny. If you don't know exactly what is costing you to move your truck for 1 mile, including the tires, maintenance, and insurance, you are not a CEO. You are just a volunteer. In 2026, you cannot accept a load that does not meet your profit threshold just to keep moving. Park the truck. Sitting still costs you money, but running cheap freight costs you more money. Step 3, professionalize your front office. This is where a good dispatcher comes in. You can be the best driver in the world, but if your back office is a mess, you will lose. Does your invoice look professional? Do you respond to the emails? Do you have your packets ready? Do you submit the BOL and the PODs on time without skipping? You need to look bigger than you are. Whether you hire a dispatch service like mine or do it yourself, your administrative phase needs to be flawless. This lowers that risk score, which I talked about earlier. Now, let's pause for a minute and reflect on the information which I have provided you. We talk about 4 market forces that are closing in. The number 1 is the insurance, the tech divide, the labor shift, and spot market instability. The most important part, I talk about with you the 3-step survival blueprint. You have to master your lanes by using the triangular routing. Step 2. Audit your costs. Step 3. Professionalize your office. Since you have stayed till the end, now I'm gonna talk about the top 5 mistakes that will kill carriers in 2026. Number 1. Chasing posted high rates. These are the traps set by the brokers. Running cheap freight just to stay moving. Ignoring compliance. Burning broker relationship. Over-leveraging equipment. 2026 won't eliminate carriers loudly. It will eliminate them silently, because 2026 will not reward everyone, but it will reward the prepared one. I will create a complete video on these mistakes which will kill the carriers and how to avoid these in my next video. So, here is the bottom line. The easy money is gone. The tourists have left the industry. What is left in 2026 are the professionals. The fact that you are watching this video tells me that you want to be in that group. You have a choice right now. You can keep doing what you did in 2024 or in 25 and hoping the market will save you. Or you can start treating this MC like a corporation. You can start building relationship, watching the data, and positioning yourself as a partner carrier, not a transactional carrier. So here is the deal. This channel is going to be your resource. I'm going to show you how to read the rate confirmation like a lawyer. I'm going to show you how to negotiate without begging. I'm going to show you the traps broker setting you up and how to avoid those. And I will also update you on a weekly market trends so that you can make good decisions before booking the loads. If you want to survive the reset, hit that subscribe button. It will motivate me. If you want an advisor in your corner, someone who knows the industry, the data, and the tricks, press that bell icon. My name is Shane, and this is Trucking Insider.